It can be convenient and often cost-effective, but KXAN discovers ride shares like Uber and Lyft might also be dangerous. After one of its own drivers in Dallas was charged with raping a woman, Uber started doing frequent driver spot checks there.
Despite those spot checks now happening here in Austin, KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell reveals women are coming forward to police here, saying their drivers are sexually assaulting them.
Most any night of the week, plenty of people are looking to get to downtown Austin.
I'd say it's like probably our choice. If we're not going to drive, we'll take an Uber, usually.
In the past year or so, the popularity of rideshare services like Uber has skyrocketed. Today, the company boasts more than 10,000 drivers citywide. That amount of seemingly safe options has become a selling point for police to prevent others from drunk driving.
How do you like being an Uber driver?
I dig it. I like the flexibility.
Yeah.
Just how safe are ride shares, though? All you know about the person behind the wheel is a first name, a photo, and type of car they're driving.
I tell girls, be very careful because you don't know who you're getting in the car with. If you have a bad feeling about it, don't get in the car.
Yeah.
Seriously, trust your gut.
They've kind of changed the interface a little bit.
This woman said she was trusting her gut by reporting her rideshare driver one night to his company, Uber's competitor, Lyft. She says the man asked if she lived alone, then asked her out.
I found it extremely inappropriate, and I said as much.
After she contacted Lyft, they sent her this email saying it had taken necessary actions and she would never be paired with this driver again.
It's still at that point, you're still like feeling kind of icky from being in that situation, but I thought that was really cool of them to do that.
But KXAN discovered she's not the only rider complaining. 7 reports to Austin police in recent months all allege sexual assault by rideshare drivers, 5 from Uber, 2 from Lyft. Plus, the victim services group Safe Place says it's working with 4 women who claim their drivers assaulted them and want to warn others.
She's making a conscious decision because I want to be safe, I don't want to drink and drive, and then to ultimately have that turn to where she's assaulted. After having made a choice that she's trying to be safe, that's just horrific.
And I can tell you that in 29 years of policing, people that are apt to commit a crime look for easy targets.
No rideshare driver has been criminally charged yet, but Police Chief Art Acevedo confirmed his department is actively investigating the 7 reported cases, but he didn't provide further details like where or how they happened, only to say,
you should never feel 100% safe. You should always be aware. And more importantly, I always talk about don't be getting publicly intoxicated. That makes you really a target for people that will take advantage of you.
The big companies that run ride shares around Austin require national background checks before they take on a driver. And unlike a taxi, at the moment, rideshare drivers don't require a special permit or license to operate.
Well, their trips are recorded. They essentially operate in a virtual world, a computer system with no people actively monitoring drivers. When KXAN questioned Lyft about the allegations, the company fired one of its drivers, saying, quote, in any safety-related incident, we immediately remove the driver from the platform as we collect further details, reach out to the passenger to offer support, and are available to assist law enforcement. Lyft would not reveal how many of its Austin area drivers have been fired after a sex-related complaint. Neither would Uber when we sat down with its local general manager.
And on a routine basis, part of our safety program, we will deactivate partners if they're not meeting our quality standards.
Have you deactivated any in Austin?
Since we've been here? Yes, we've deactivated partners in Austin.
How many?
I don't have that information.
Well, you're the GM. Did you not know? That's a fairly major metric.
Yeah, I don't have it handy. I don't actually have that number with me right now.
Both Uber and Lyft say they work with police when needed. So with all the transparency and technology that these services use, why haven't police made arrests quickly in the more than half dozen open cases? Well, APD tells us it's not as simple as it sounds. For example, the photograph that a rider receives from an Uber or Lyft driver is not a state-issued photograph. As for an arrest, typically a good arrest involves possible DNA and reliable witnesses. In downtown Austin, I'm Robert Maxwell, KXAN Investigates.
Robert, thank you. And we checked. And while rideshare companies have 7 complaints of sexual assault against their drivers since April, we discovered police have received 3 complaints of sexual assault against taxi cab drivers in the same time period. On Monday, Austin City Council members will discuss stronger rules for all ground transportation providers. There are already some strict guidelines for taxis here and some other safety measures. Yellow cabs, for instance, all have cameras in them We're going to update you on that meeting on Monday. And online right now, we take a closer look at the safety plans Uber and Lyft have in place. We also go in depth on the safety differences between taxis and ride shares in this story in the investigative section of KXAN.com.
Still, police say there are problems in the city with people claiming to be rideshare or taxi drivers when they are not. KXAN has investigated illegal cabs in the past, and just this fall at the ACL Festival, a fake Uber driver was arrested for sexually assaulting a woman who thought he was a legitimate driver. He's due in court on Monday. This investigation all started with a tip. If you have something you want us to investigate, email us at report@kxan.com.